They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Looking long for Thomas. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. So Patrick Mahomes, guys, he's playing at such an elite level. Defensively, coming into a game like this, Charles, it's got to be a lot of things, but what worries you the most?
I think you're exactly right about that. The list is extensive about what worries you. The way he can move, make completions on the run, the way he can throw against his body. Heck, make left-handed throws, you name it, he gets it done. The biggest thing, though, is once he gets into rhythm, trying to get his timing chipped away, trying to stop that is really difficult to do.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shoot.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie first-rounder, Jamin Davis. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. One more time with Gibson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now it's Mahomes again. The left side completion to Jones. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And these two continue to work so well together. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. Maybe the best quarterback and tight end in the game today. 105 catches for Kelce last year. 2nd among NFL tight ends.
And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert off of play action. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown! A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Herbert. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a first catch for him in the ball game. And you know the scuttlebutt has been he's not getting enough touches, enough catches, not feeling involved enough in the offense. So maybe that can get him going.
You and I both know.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
One of the better defensive linemen in the league, can be absolutely dominant at times. Chris Jones has been a Pro Bowler each of the last 2 years. In 2020, just 7.5 sacks. But he did have a career high of 15.5 just 3 seasons ago in 2018. He and Frank Clark provide excellent pressure against opposing quarterbacks. That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They snap it to Herbert. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Hands it off out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Very good as a rookie. Terry McLaurin was even better in 2020. 87 catches for over 1,100 yards. He is definitely wide receiver 1 for the Washington football team.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both teams currently making their final adjustments. We're getting ready for the second half. So we'll send it back up to FedEx Field and hand things back over to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football, because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail.
It got his man complete.
Come on and get it.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. Flush to his right. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incomplete.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will extend this big lead.
Washington 7. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. De'Ami Brown with his first career NFL touchdown. And Washington able to get a score back. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Mahomes now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 36, Herbert. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off down at the 10, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's a big play there for the Chiefs. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. You can't block me. You can't block me. 552.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And this is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Washington 14. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught. touchdown, Washington. For Justin Herbert, we saw the big arm in his days at Oregon, of course. Saw it even more in his rookie season with the Chargers. And if anything, it appears to just continue to get stronger.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield. And you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And behind the chain, 2nd and 13. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Herbert's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Mahomes' throw complete there to Moore. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff